Why hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea Silvestro and today we are here to react to something much different than what I have ever done. So this is LiSA singing Homura. This is the first take. I guess it's all one take, which I definitely appreciate, and as a singer myself I definitely understand how difficult that can be. She is a Japanese singer and she has had songs that were featured in many different animes and things like that. I think her song was in Sword Art Online or something, which I did watch. You know, I had my anime moment and I still love anime. I just haven't watched it recently, but now it's kind of coming into fashion and people are really appreciating anime more, which I'm like, y'all made fun of us for years for liking anime, but okay. I just wanted to mention that Sweetwater is sponsoring this video. If you guys want to win free gear this month, they're doing a giveaway where you can get thousands of dollars of gear for free. So feel free to use the link in my description. Also, feel free to subscribe to me and we will continue on with the video. I'm so excited. She's so cute. I love her hair. She's beautiful. This is also like a lot of pressure to do this in one take. It's very like authentic right now and I appreciate that. She's so beautiful. This is like, I feel this as a vocalist, like getting yourself ready for this take, like, especially getting to this like place to sing this song must be a lot.
お願いします。
Aww, she's so cute.
Sayonara, さよならありがとう声の限り悲しみよりもっと大事なこと去りゆく背中に伝えたくてぬくもりと痛みに間に合うようにこのまま続くと思っていた僕らの明日を描いていた呼び合っていた光がまだ胸の奥に熱いのに
I hate to pause guys, but I have to because of copyright. Oh my gosh, do you see that? What that just did to me? I'm so shook. Like I usually don't, like, I'm not trying to make this up. Like it literally, her voice cut through emotion that I felt in this moment. Oh my gosh, her voice is so emotional and powerful. Oh my goodness, like she has such a special voice. And oh my god, this is literally just giving me like emotional anime intro power, and she literally sounds, oh my goodness, I literally can't. I'm floored, honestly. I did not even mean to be tearing up right there, but her voice is stunning, and like the way that she just comes in, she goes, "I'm ready," and then she delivers like this amazingly beautiful performance. Her voice is stunning. Stunning. Okay, I need to like experience part of that again. Like there's just so much intention, like even in her face, like she's feeling every single word that she sings, and like you can feel it. Like there's a lot of times where singers sing like something and it kind of seems empty and it lacks that emotional connection, but like with this girl, like she delivers that emotional connection immediately without even really, like it seems like so effortless for her too. Like oh my gosh, she like seemed like she really got into an emotional place. She brought me to an emotional place. Let's continue.
続くと思っていた僕らの明日を描いていた 飛び合っていた光がまだ胸の奥に熱いのに僕たちは燃え盛る旅の途中で出会い手を取りそして話した未来のために
The switch to that falsetto, I was not, that came out of nowhere. Her belt, oh my gosh, she's so, her voice is so clear, and like the way that she kind of,
旅の途中で出会い
the way she kind of ends her voice is it kind of like breaks a little bit, like kind of that sound. I feel like that just adds to the emotion, and like it seems like she's in control of that. It doesn't seem like that's happening involuntary. So she seems like she has incredible control over this gift that she has, like this a gift to just move people and like deliver such a heart-wrenching performance, but also just like a stunning performance at the same time. I'm floored. Like I feel like I could go into like the vocal technique and everything, but like I can't even think about that right now. I just need to like listen to more.
手を取りそして話した未来のために夢が一つ叶うたび僕は君は舞うゼロ強くなりたいと願い泣いた決意を花向けに
She has such great control over her vibrato too. Like you can tell like at this moment like she brought out the vibrato more, and like the way that she went into like that full belt, and then she like she fluttered up into the falsetto and made it just like such a powerful to delicate moment, and then she continued on with that power. Like honestly, she's incredible. Like she has insane control to go from these different mixes and these different parts of her voice so effortlessly. And like oh my gosh, I really can't, like the desperation in her voice, beautiful. That piano part is so beautiful too, like the I love a good piano. Like a piano and an amazing vocalist is like honestly one of the best combos. Like it creates like the most beautiful backdrop.
懐かしい思いにとらわれたり残酷な世界に泣き叫んで大人になるほど増えてゆくもう何一つだって失いたくない悲しみに飲まれ落ちてしまえば痛みを感じなくなるけれど
I love like that note too, like that. Oh, it just sounds so nice. And there's just something about like the physical movements of a singer that really shows you a lot about like kind of them and their style, etc. Like I feel like she's using her hands to kind of help guide her notes, and then when she kind of comes here and she's like holding her hands here, I feel like it kind of allows her to like harness that power kind of from her diaphragm and just kind of like feel it more. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like it really, if you're able to kind of sing with your hands a little bit more, like not insane, like you don't need to be doing this and that, but I think it does help you guide like where you want your voice to go, and I feel like it does give you like that visual representation of where it's going to go. So I do notice that throughout here, and it's interesting that she's bracing herself on this interface. I don't really know what she's doing. It's interesting to see the way that she's going about the song physically with her physical movement as well as her voice. Her voice is just like I honestly like her note selections are super beautiful. Like she really brings like such passion to this song, and yeah, we'll keep going. Like I feel every word she's singing and I don't understand it, which just shows like even though I have these subtitles, like sometimes you're just so in the moment that you can't even read them at that second. But I think like she's definitely the poster child of music transcends language, because wow.
君の言葉君の願い僕は守り抜くと誓ったんだ Oh, 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 音を立てて崩れ落ちてゆく一つだけのかけがえのない世界
That really developed into a whole moment that we just had right there. I want to go back a bit. Also, like the way that she's breathing is just so intense. Like she's like, it's kind of interesting the way that she's breathing.
だけのかけがえのない世界
Let me go back. I think there's like the part that I wanted to hear again. You can even see like with her hands, like as we mentioned earlier.
音を立てて崩れ落ちてゆく一つだけのかけがえのない世界
The way that she came out of that moment, like so delicate, like she switched it around like within seconds. Like I don't understand, like, and she blended so well into like the piano, like kind of coming out of such a big moment. Like I feel like it's kind of, you have to dynamically transition out of that to kind of bring it back down. Like you can't just like always stay like when it comes to songs, dynamics are a really important part, because it can't just always stay at the same dynamic, or else you're kind of not really bringing that dimension to the song. And like the way that she's able to transition out of that moment just really shows that she has great control, and it shows that she has great insight into the use of dynamics. And I feel like a lot of people have that, a lot of singers have that innate knowledge of just how to transition and how to like bring dynamics that make sense for the moment. So I think that's like kind of also a little bit of an underrated skill, and I appreciated how she transitioned out of that, and like it brings us back to like this really beautiful piano part. And it's also crazy how she's able to build so much tension and energy with just a piano in the background, because you think like a piano, when I think of piano I just think of like super emotional but like really beautiful at the end of the day. But like the fact that she's able to create like this insane tension and this insane power from just like the two of them combined, like that is so special, and she's really incredible. Oh my gosh, I just got chills in that moment, and like the raspiness that she showed a little bit of too, like wow. And the way that her voice, her whole like during those really powerful moments, her like body kind of like caved in a little bit, just because I feel like it was just such a, it was hard. I don't know, like I feel like it's definitely emotionally and like physically intense to sing like this. So yeah, I don't know, like I just wanted to experience part of that again. was just so like, and there's also moments where her voice just sounds like so like Disney princess clear, and then it has like that like intense desperation that she like kind of goes into those belted parts where I feel like it sounds, I don't know how to explain, like I don't know how to explain, but like she sounds like so clear at some point, like so Disney princess, like beautiful, and then she gets into like this really emotional, like desperate place. You can even see it on her face, and like it's not screaming, it's just like her voice kind of breaks at points, and it just kind of has like, I don't know, just a different quality.
前だけ向いて叫ぶから心に炎を灯して遠い未来まで
I love that like rasp right there, and then like she transitioned into the falsetto. Girl. Wow. Okay. That also shows that this comes from a real place. Like if you didn't believe it was real emotion, like the fact that she had to take like 2 seconds after that just to be like, damn, like I really just did that, and like oh my gosh, I feel like she goes into a different person in a different place when she's singing, and I think that's so beautiful. Like I've seen this like with Aurora, different vocalists definitely, but you kind of see them kind of get so into the moment that when they're done singing, like they kind of takes them a moment to snap out of it, which I feel like definitely shows like an amazing storyteller or vocalist, because if sometimes it takes that place, it takes getting to that place to create a beautiful and believable vocal line and song. So I believed every single word. I didn't read every subtitle because I honestly couldn't take my eyes or ears off of just her. Like she's incredible. LiSA, oh my gosh, pure voice, pure, like purest. Like she can go have the purest voice, but she also has like this insane like desperate power, and it feels like I'm literally like being cried to. Like it's so insanely beautiful, and I want to go back to this because I just like have so many thoughts, and I hate to like have you guys like have to deal with me listening to this back and forth, but like I'm genuinely moved, and I do not fake my reactions. Like if I wasn't that into this, like I would just watch this, move on. But she's special, and I think like, yeah, there's just something special about this video. I understand why it's so watched because it is incredible. Let's go back. Like this part was like her very delicate, soft moment. Even that moment where she's kind of like, it kind of breaks at the very end, and it kind of just seems like a sigh of relief. Not sigh of relief. It just kind of seems like she's sighing through her note. I feel like it ends in a more dramatic way, and it kind of just gives like that release at the end. I think like obviously if the ends of her notes were just very clean and clear, I think it would take away from like the emotion. Because if you end any note and you're just like, yeah, like it can sound nice, but if you're like ending it with a little bit of like, yeah, or just a little bit extra, I think it makes it more believable. And I think like it doesn't come like intentionally. I don't think she's like doing this on purpose. Like just something I noticed that I definitely think adds to this performance. As we mentioned previously, there was like a little bit of a note break where she kind of like cut the note off on purpose, and I think that kind of brings like a fragility to the performance. So I always appreciate that. I've done it before too. Hey, yeah. Disney princess voice at the end there. Wow. Oh, girl, you killed it. But I understand. Aww.
ああなんか
Wow.
いろんなことを思い出しました。
She is so special. Like, you can see in her eyes that she really felt every word she sang, and she was able to connect it to her real life, which is just the difference between singing a song and actually living a song and like feeling the song. And I think that's such an important skill, and it's kind of underrated, I feel, because a lot of times we look at like what notes can this singer hit, and I feel like no matter how high the note is, like if you can't deliver emotion through your performance or make us feel and understand what you're singing, like what's really the point? Like I feel like music is such an art form, and I feel like if you can't feel it, then it really loses its power. So I appreciate her relating it to her own life.
ありがとうございました。
Aw. Girl, I want to give her a hug.
この「homura」という曲は
Aw.
こう、いろんなことを乗り越えてこうなんでしょうね、
She's incredible.
辛いことも含めてそのどんなに辛くてもこう生きていかなくちゃいけないんだっていう今までのこういろんな自分の中の思いがなんか途中で落ち着かなきゃと思いながらこうすごくライブのような気持ちで息もこう思いもこの中に入っていった気がしました。はあ、この白い空間ずるいと思う。
She's so cute. Even you can see, like she mentions the breathing, like she's kind of breathing more heavy, I feel, throughout the song, and like taking in like more intense breaths because she's like in this really emotionally intense place. Like in order to support that, like you definitely have to have like enough breath support. You have to have enough air to like physically be able to sing like that. Like that is definitely something that she just mentioned, and we kind of talked about throughout this. I think for me, when I look at vocalists that I really love, it's just people that make me feel something, and she really did that for me. And I think that that's definitely like the part that kind of connects you with an artist and connects you with a singer especially. And for me, I care more about the emotional journey and adventure than any of like the super technical stuff or any of the range or any of that. Like I think that this kind of thing, like we definitely saw like a lot of range, a lot of technique. Like she's able to transition out of her head voice to her chest voice into her mix like super seamlessly, and she's able to dynamically shift throughout the whole song and bring out different elements of her voice because you see like the different sections, like you see like those really intense moments, like that desperation as we've mentioned previously, and that sheer emotion that you just feel. Like you can kind of break down the technique a little bit and what she's doing, but at the end of the day, like the fact that she can communicate this message to people who don't even know anything about like singing or music, etc., like definitely shows her talent, her skill. Yeah, and then we have like her very clean voice, which we heard kind of at the end, and just throughout, like she mixes between, and she has like a very clean, like pure tone, but then she's able to go to this place and just bring out this really powerful like girl that just seems to kind of be not fighting for her life, but like a little bit. And she even talked about at the end how like this is kind of like fighting through life and just never letting it get the best of you, and like showing that you have to move forward and live through everything that you're experiencing, which is definitely a really heavy subject. And yeah, it just felt like kind of I was watching like someone fight through life and release those emotions. And I don't know, there's definitely a lot of technique in her voice. Like we could go through it. I think we went through a little bit, but I think overall, like overwhelmingly, the most special part about her is just the emotion that she feels and the emotion that she projects onto the audience. as well as just her insane tone, her insane technique, and just like her seamless ability to just create a beautiful performance. It was also all one take, which I feel like is rare to find these days. I feel like the times that people do things in one take is just at their live shows at this point, which is no shade, but like the fact that it was also in one take adds to the impressiveness, for me at least, because I did not hear anything glaringly wrong. I didn't hear anything that was like a mistake personally, but I just think she's amazing, and I loved that last minute that they left in there. I think that was powerful, and I think it definitely gives me more insight into her and her personality, and like more respect for her too, because this is kind of confirmed everything that I was feeling throughout and like didn't need to be said, but I think it's nice that it was stated at the end, like kind of a little bit more about the fact that she really was feeling it as intensely as we all heard and all we all thought. So I know this was a really long-winded thoughts session, but I just really wanted to kind of deep dive into this, because if something's making me cry within like the first 20 seconds, like I think we need to break it down, because there's a reason why I'm having this emotional response, and there's also probably a reason why you experienced that as well along with me, or maybe you did when the first time you heard this. But I would love to listen to more of her, because she has such a beautiful voice, and I don't know, I love how Japanese sounds when it's sung. Like it just sounds so nice, and it just reminds me of like anime intros, like super intense like anime intros, and I love that kind of music. So please let me know what else I should react to. I would love to, and please let me know what you thought of my thoughts. Let me know what other stuff I missed, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you guys in the next video, and feel free to check out all my links below, like Sweetwater if you're in the market for a new guitar, a new piano. I got you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.